So today we are out with a very special camera to me, and that's the Canon 1D Mark IV. Now this isn't a particularly rare camera because the 1Ds have been around since 2001, and this camera in particular since 2009. But that doesn't mean it's not special, and I still believe it's an awesome camera for its uses today. And what are they? Now, as you can see, it's massive. It has a flat screen and it's from 2009, so inherently it's not going to be your vlogging choice. Too cumbersome for that, right? I mean, yeah, you see like Casey Neistat vlogging with the 1DX Mark whatevers. We're not talking about that. We're talking about what's this camera used for. Oh, there's a ship out there. So as I stated, this camera came out in 2009 at an eye-watering $5,000 price point. It has everything you need to be a pro camera, just like all the other 1Ds. So that'd be a magnesium body, dual card slots, and of course, rapid fire shooting at 10 frames per second. And obviously, because it's about 13 years old at the making of this video, all of the specs it has have been eclipsed by smaller cameras that are more expensive, or even the cheaper options out there could do essentially what you can with the 1D Mark IV in a sense. But not really. I still believe this is a gem of a camera, especially if you're a wildlife or outdoors enthusiast. Now, the main reason I picked up the 1D Mark IV is the same as with all my other Canon cameras. As you know, I shoot mirrorless and I have a lot of Canon glass, and I like to use them natively. And I think the 1D Mark IV does it best amongst all the other Canon DSLRs on the market you can buy at its price point. A huge reason why I love the 1D Mark IV is for the sensor. Now sure, 16 megapixels you're saying. Again, it's the perfect size for both detail and large prints. Gives you enough room to crop, but the reason I like the 1D Mark IV is because it carries an APS-H sensor, which is not really found on the market in current cameras today. But if we're looking to adapt Canon lenses natively, this is one of the best options you can get. Now, why would you choose this over, say, the 5D Mark II, the full frames, or the 7D when going smaller and cheaper? Well, because I think you get the best of both worlds with the 1D Mark IV, being that it has that 1.3-inch crop. And you can use almost all of your Canon lenses without seeing any of the flaws within them, such as losing detail on the corners, vignetting, or chromatic aberration because, well, obviously, it's cropping that stuff out. And furthermore, I really like the 1D Mark IV for wildlife. I can use my 400mm f5.6 with the extender and still have great autofocus with it. And that's something that I tend to lose when using it with any kind of full-frame mirrorless camera, adapting, of course, or Canon crop cameras. See, I'm out here on like a casual walk. Obviously, I'm not doing any serious birding or landscapes. I don't have my tripod or a gimbal, so I'm just taking dad shots. Am I a dad? No, that's not gonna stop me. On the video side of things, the 1D Mark IV performs exactly how you'd expect a decade-old camera to. I mean, you're not gonna be getting in-body stabilization, 4K, or even full HD at 60 frames per second by any means. But you do have a mic jack and full HD at up to 30 frames per second. In addition, because it's an old Canon camera, you have Magic Lantern to tap into, which can give you all those pro features that you might be looking for. But again, I wouldn't really cater this to videographers or vloggers of any sort. This is more or less a professional flagship camera and something that you should use out in the field when you don't want to worry about beating up your gear, getting it wet, or you want something reliable. I mean, this thing is like a tank. It feels good in your hands. It has that old 1D brick body that they still use today. So I might not have a lot of bird shots, but at least I can get ship and concert photos from up here. So to me, the 1D Mark IV is special, not because of any one of its particular features, but all of them combined in such an affordable package today. Now again, the camera came out at an eye-watering $5,000 upon release back in 2009. But today you can find the Canon 1D Mark IV at about $200 to $600, And yeah, I know that's such a varying price range, but just prepare to spend at least 450 bones for a good copy. Now within that, you're getting a nicely weather sealed body, dual card slots, subscreens on subscreens with a 3-inch main screen, and 16 megapixels, which does give you enough room to both print large images and crop when needed. Pair this with the fact that it has 2 Digic 4 processors built within, so you know it's going to be consistent and fast on the field when you need it. I think this is the perfect camera when it comes to wildlife shooting, or when you live in inclement conditions like I do in the northern parts of the United States. And here's where I'll just lay in my random montage of all the clips and some video capabilities of the Canon 1D Mark IV. So that's going to start right now. I have no idea what this DJI does half the time, or what it's looking at. Maybe there's aberrations around me. Why are you focusing? Why are you moving? Why are you flinching? So, in closing, the 1D Mark IV is a fantastic choice if you're looking to natively adapt your Canon EF lenses, or you want a literal change in frame. Being that it's an APS-H sensor, I think you get the best of both worlds between crop and full frame. If you're looking for a nice wildlife camera, but you don't want to break the bank and save all of your money for lenses, go ahead, get the 1D Mark IV. You will not be disappointed. Thank you for watching this video. DJI, are you still looking at me? Follow me on Matt's Notes Instagram, and I will see you later.